See? Yes, top of the morning, TGIF, happy Friday, y'all. I'm gonna get started, but I gotta make a run. I was like, damn it. So it's right around the corner. But the live stream had started already. I was like, damn. So what I'm gonna do is, right, I've been putting in that work, right? I've been putting in that work. I ain't gonna hold you. Jealous wants envy. I'm gonna play a playlist, right? That would you know, it'll hold it over while I go run real quick. Um, then I'm gonna come back. We're gonna drop some sauce. Let's go with Coach. Let me see. Let's see what Coach Rain is looking like. This is all about
Subway.
yeah, Subways and Doritos. We can't forget Doritos. All right.
It's sour.
With sour. What else? How's else? Let me get my jalapeno on.
And very barbecuey.
That's the Chipotle sauce. What else? What else? Did you get some of the chicken on there?
No, I don't see the chicken.
The chicken's down there. You got to get the chicken on there. How is it?
Delicious. Recommend this to anybody and everybody who goes to Subway.
Man. My daughter got me the Temu joints. All right, pull it out before I start. Pull out the what's your name?
That was my Oreo stuff.
All right,
It's not in the bag. My Oreo stuff.
No, it's in the back. All right, so look, we're gonna let Coach Reen get down. Open it. Well, she put it backwards, God. It's all good, right?
Hate house fingers.
Look, this is the Doritos Subway. Yo, Subway, man. Number 2 right here. Cut that check. Give me your honest opinion. This is chicken on it. What's it hitting for? $5. Is it worth the $5 or this? Well, that's the Oreo foot long as well.
I tried the cookie one. Foot long. It was good. It was really good. But I never tried the Oreo foot long. This is the first time. I'm gonna eat it all. So
And she says she's gonna eat it all. So go for it. Put the seatbelt on and go for it. Yo, jalapeno. Yo, I got jalapeno and banana peppers on my sandwich. Subway's gives you the good vegetable sandwich. So Subway gives the best vegetable sandwiches. Limited to no meat on their sandwiches. They really don't give you no meat, man. They give you barely no meat, man. You gotta be like double the meat. I'm a Jersey Subs guy, but I wanted them to try the Dorito joints, man. I was talking to the peoples. So I was like, yo, I have my daughter do a review too. So be on the lookout for that remix, man. I'm about to remix that one. How's the Oreo? How's the Oreos? Don't focus on the comment. Focus on what you're supposed to be doing.
Wait, he said I see y'all.
Okay, yes. Focus on what you're supposed to be doing. You worried about the comments too much. But this is the sauce experience. Coach Reen on the scene. You know you do.
I didn't see it. Okay.
You know you do have
Options.
so I already know which one was your favorite because you're a candy.
No,
snack
I always like Oreos.
You're a candy snack.
No, the Doritos ones is my favorite. So ha.
No, it wasn't. So why did you not eat the Doritos?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see what this is here for, y'all.
She burned it.
She didn't burn it. Supposed. Well, that's the Oreo footlong as well.
I tried the cookie one. Footlong. It was good. It was really good. But I never tried the Oreo footlong. This is the first time. I'm gonna eat it all. I swear to God.
Yeah, she said she's gonna eat it all. So go for it.
Now let me do that.
Yeah, you want your Doritos? It's in the back. Hey.
Not the weed.
Nah, the Oreos in the back. Get it. Wrong way. I'm gonna let my CEO the side get down on it too. Yo, them jalapenos got a kick. No, it's right there. It's that one. No. Pay attention.
I'm not getting you the
So go in there and get one. I'll wait for you. Go in there and get one. Go in there and get one. We'll be out. I'm a Jersey Subs guy, but I wanted them to try the Dorito joints, man. I was talking to the people. So I was like, yo, I have my daughter do a review too. So be on the lookout for that remix, man. I'm about to remix that one. Put the seatbelt on to go for it. Yo, jalapeno. Yo, I got jalapeno and banana peppers on my sandwich. Subway's gives you the good vegetable sandwich. Subway gives the best vegetable sandwiches. Limited to no meat on their sandwiches. They really don't give you no meat, man. But this is the sauce experience. Coach Reed on the scene. You know you do. You know you do have. So I already know which one was your favorite because you're a candy.
No, I always like Oreos.
You're a candy snack.
No, the Doritos ones is my favorite. So
No, it wasn't. So why did you not eat the Doritos?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see what this is here for, y'all.
She burned it.
She didn't burn it. Supposed. Yes.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology.
All right, y'all. I'm here. Top of the morning. We're gonna get started. I'm gonna take my time. Man. How's everybody doing on this Friday morning? Hopefully some of y'all got paid today, right? Those that get paid every week. Some of us that get paid bi-weekly, we didn't get paid. But nonetheless, hopefully everybody is in good spirits. Did y'all say the Coach remix? We've been spicing it up, man. We've been spicing the content up, adding the music to the mix, and all the things that these guys been doing forever in the day, right? With no motion. A lot of these content creators, right? I see it now. I'm talking about you boxing guys too. Y'all are finally, some of y'all are attempting to come outside, but it's too late, man.
Like I've been saying, you can't hide no more. You coming out too late, man. Coming out too late. A lot of y'all been exposed for what you is, jealous fan zone. Um, but that's the sad thing about content creators, the boxing guys especially. It's like if you put out content, how are you in competition as a content creator? Is that your goal? Is your ultimate goal to be the ultimate content creator? If so, I get it. That's why you're jealous of other content creators. But if that's not your goal, right, or your ambition, you shouldn't even be online hating. You shouldn't be online trying to undermine other people. Because, like I said, I did a video, a 5-year video on that, great reviews too on it. And I said, how do you compete as a content creator when your goals and that person's goals are not the same? But see, when you live in a social media world and you get caught up in this matrix, that's what happens to you. You're a jealous fan. That's why I created the No Jealous Fan Zone. But I want to get to this Yellow Beezy. You see he's back out. I'm going to play some audio from Boss Talk. You know, they down there in Texas. Well, Yellow Beezy is home. He's doing shows because he got to get that money up, right? Right? He got to get that money up, man. That's on me, baby. But listen, he did a show yesterday. I think it was in Arizona. You know, so he'll get that 75 back quick fast. As long as they keep letting him do shows and shit like that, he'll get that back quick. But the thing that stuck out to me when I was looking at the stuff, the work from Boss Talk was he did not have on the Man Down Promotions chain and charm. He did not have it on. And I said to myself, it goes with what I was saying. I dropped the video, premiere the video. Well, I didn't premiere, I just dropped. You know, I'm not really into premiere and shit like that anymore. I will. I dropped the video about liabilities. And shout out to Gumbo. I want to read Gumbo's comment, if he don't mind. Hopefully, I know Gumbo won't mind. Gumbo is Team Source, so he's not going to mind. But I want to read Gumbo's comment. Great comment. Gumbo participates. Shout out to Gumbo. I got Gumbo's video out there too, rocking and rolling. Gumbo said, King Solomon, if you know King Solomon starts with an S like Shah, Shalom. King Solomon had many wives. King Solomon was putting it down. He said, King Solomon says that in the wisdom of Solomon, you become like the people you keep around you. And I always stress that. That's why you always hear me say, I will not fellowship with those guys. I don't want to be around them. Right? You always hear me say that. Rest in peace to my mother and the elders around me who bestowed that upon me at an early age. But it took a while. I'll be 46 in a couple weeks. But it took a while. Because like anybody in life, you have to learn. You have to earn. You have to experience things. My mother used to always tell me about a lot of my friends and a lot of people. But I used to be like, no, Ma, you're wrong. But she always knew, right? The elders always know because they live. It's just us as youngins coming up through the ranks that we don't listen. It's, you know, the saying, a hard head makes a soft behind. Yes, a hard head makes a soft behind. But Gumbo was absolutely correct. And I like that comment that he left. Because it goes with this video that I put out, man. And I took, you know, I'm getting nice with it, man. And for those of y'all that's out here trying to report my channel, to keep me shut down, y'all look, you know, like I said, man, do what you do, man. Y'all look motionless, man. A lot of you boxing content creators are so motionless, man, because you've been secretly, you know, paying for everything. And you don't listen. When it comes to experience in life, you can't pay for that, man. You got to experience. You got to do it. That's why when I watch a lot of you old, washed up motherfuckers trying to do shit now, I just laugh. Because I said, I see why you've been hiding, sitting back so long, not doing nothing, not coming outside. Because you don't got it. You don't got it. Like Eddie Kane told Flesh, you want my spot, Flesh? You don't got it, man. And look, it doesn't matter who tries to co-sign you, who tries to put you in position. The universe is undefeated. God is undefeated. If it's not for you, it's not going to be for you, man. See, I told these people that a long time ago. Anytime you attempt to blackball or you try to undermine God's people, not only will he strike you down, he will make it come back around, and you will have to be a footstool. You know what a footstool is? You will have to be a step when he climbs the ladder. It will be a step. Yes, look, this is sauce language right now, man. This is the books of sauce. When I drop my books, all these are in my books, man. You will be a stepping on a ladder. You will be a step for that person that you attempted to undermine, blackball, and all of that. It was written. It was written, right? So let's be mindful of that when you do these little fuck games and you do these little things behind the scenes, because it comes back on you, man. It comes back on you. Look, it ties into what I'm about to talk about with Yellow Beezy and Earl Spence and Mo 3 and all of that. You see how it's coming back on them? You got content creators now, they don't want to talk about this shit. Especially the boxing guys. They don't want to talk about it. They want to put out fake rumors and all that. Hey, listen, man, talk about what's really happening. The man got locked up for murder for hire. The man's best friend, I was jokingly saying his lover, brother, and all of that. They were thick as thieves, but now he don't want to rock the man's chain. Or he probably told him like, "Yo, fam, you can't rock my chain, man. It's a bad look." But before all of this hit the fan, man, it was these guys that were reporting on this, they don't even want to report on it. It was all he and he and he. It's no longer that. It's no longer that. And the feds are coming. Just trust and believe that. The feds are coming. A lot more stuff is going to come to the surface and the light. That's why these guys are nervous. But they're really not nervous if you think about it, right? I don't know what it is about the Dallas scene, right? And I was telling somebody this. I said, man, I wish I was down there. And these guys love to do interviews. If you got a couple dollars to throw them, they'll jump on your platform. And they're telling everything, thinking it's content because they're getting a little bit of money. But money's the root of all evil. A lot of you guys are doing these videos, these interviews, and the feds are just sitting back. They're just sitting back because they already know everything. They like, look at this guy. He's telling on himself again. He's contradicting what he said back here. We have that from there. We have this from 2020. Now it's 2025. You're doing another interview to try to make some money. Yeah. It's too late. It's too late, man. Well, yeah, these guys just stay on the blogs, man. Like I said, State Cheese, I'm not mad at you. State Cheese is making money, right? And he's taking his money and paying you guys to be dummies. Because you guys are coming on his platform. But you know why I'm not mad at him, right? Because Adam 22 and Vlad TV and these other guys did it for years. They did it for years. And you guys told on yourself on their platforms, right? But now at least we're doing black on black crime. And it's a good thing now, though. Right? Before, you guys were running to these guys and telling everything, indicting yourself. But at least now you're going to the brothers, and the brothers are paying you, right? Before, you were selling your soul to Vlad and No Jumper. Now you're selling your soul to Say Cheese and others. But at least we're keeping the money somewhat in the community. Are y'all catching that? A couple of y'all that's in here, do y'all catch that right there? Or do I need to break that down a little better for y'all? Let me know before I go into some of the audio. Let me know. I got time today. We are cooking. But I'm going to get to the Yellow Beezy situation. Now the music that I'm using is uncopyrighted, so I'm not gonna get no problems for that. Learn the game, y'all. I'm learning the game. You do have options, but let's get over here. Yella out there getting to the bag, man. You better keep getting to it while you can. Because in a second you won't be getting to no bags, brother. You won't be getting to no bags. And look, your homie, right? Trap Boy's your homie. What is it? Yeah. Like I said, you guys got like weird relationships to me. Rest in peace to Mo 3. Mo 3 said the song, man. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. Yeah, y'all. That's how y'all be moving down there, man. Y'all different. But Trap Boy Freddy has come out and said that you're broke. But they had to spend all the money to get you home. How, man? Listen, man, that can't be the case, man. All the money y'all was flowing, you know what it is? Because a lot of dudes right now, they trying to cut ties. That's all that is. They trying to cut ties, man. Because how is, like I said, this guy was running around with a man down promotion chain on. All the talk was, and this is not pocket watching, this is just the talk, man. Earl Spence is the biggest, right? He's not the biggest no more. So check this out, right? Please, somebody tell me I'm wrong. If we're friends, if we're lovers and we're brothers, and you're in a fight for your life, because that's what he's about to be in right now. He's facing a capital murder charge. This is a fight for his life, literally. He could either go to jail for the rest of his life or face the death penalty in Texas. We talked about that on live streams previous. Look it up, right? Now all of a sudden his lover, his homie lover friend, right? I mean homie brother friend, his homie brother friend, who's the biggest. He got all the money. Didn't come to his aid, right? He didn't come to his aid, right? Look, when his bond was $2 million, bail was $2 million, bond $200,000. He's out there getting the money back right now, right? Look, he just did a show, so he made some money. He could have paid him back. Where was his homie lover friend? Homie brother friend. He wasn't around. Right? I know you guys are putting out all type of rumors and shit. Listen, let me say this, right? Keep on. You sent me that guy. I tell you, I don't watch these guys, man, because they are nasty work. They nasty work, right? If Earl Spence would have been arrested at an airport, right? These guys put these thumbnails out to get views. This is what they got to do to make their money, right? If Earl Spence would have been arrested at an airport, that would have been headline news, man. If you gotta watch a YouTube channel, put a thumbnail up and send that out, you're lost, brother. You're lost. That would have been headline news, not from a YouTuber, respectfully. That shit would have been like, look, when Big U, and look, who's more famous, Big U or Earl Spence Jr.? Right? Earl Spence Jr. is a former unified world champion. Right? If he would have got locked up and anything with this connection with this at an airport, that shit would have shut down all the major news platforms. Fuck a YouTuber and a blogger that sits around gossiping, right? Big U was on the run. Big U is a certified gangster. That's what they're saying. Earl Spence is a former unified champion. If he got locked up at an airport trying to run and do all this, you don't think that would have been headline news, Dateline, NBC, ABC, TMZ? Come on, man. So when you send stuff that YouTubers are putting out, these guys, look, they was been telling me to do that. I'm like, that's not my angle, man. Fake thumbnail, yo, this how you get views. Yo, you gotta do the thumbnails. Yo, your thumbnails is boring. Listen. You got to do the clickbait. For what? What is clickbaiting, right? All these guys have been clickbaiting for years. They're still clickbaiting. Where's the elevation at from clickbaiting, man? They still clickbaiting. Well, they still clickbaiting, man. So why clickbait? It's still clickbaiting. This whole Yellow Beezy shit got all these niggas clickbaiting. So when you send stuff, man, it's a bad look on you. I'm just telling you. Anybody that sends stuff, right? But this is what social media is. You have dudes that sit on Twitter 24/7 trying to piece together information, right? Like certain information, you don't have to look on Twitter. If it happens, it's going to happen. It's going to shut the world down. Like that would have, if he would have got locked up at an airport trying to flee, right? Come on, man. That would have been headline news, man. That would have been headline news. But I'm not saying he's in the clear, because if you listen to all of the speculations, then they probably already got all the information. My theory is this: they already brought him in. They brought him in. He's just not talking right now. They already told him, like, yo, listen, man, we got all of this shit. But you see the other guy, he just talking his ass off now. He said it was more than 40,000, right? This guy's already saying that he's broke. His partner is saying that he's broke. That they gotta, he's broke. You gotta get the money up. So it's gonna get real dicey. Are y'all following that, though, man? Are y'all following that? It's gonna get real dicey. But at least he's back out trying to earn some money. Let's get to that right now. So he just did. This is courtesy of Boss Talk TV, right? I think that's what it's called, Boss Talk, right? He did an interview. Well, not an interview. He's out there trying to get the money back. He's getting the money back. Like I said, as long I respect what he's doing. At least he's going out here in the clubs trying to do whatever. These guys that are doing the interviews and like, come on, man, for content, right? But look, he's out here. They know how they got him though. The sad thing with Yellow Beezy, right? I'm gonna play this first, then I'll get into that.
At Cargo del Sur, we make CEOs dance. We got nearly 2 decades of experience delivering outstanding. He's taking it all away too. So what do you think about it?
It came down from prison. IDing somebody that can.
Man, out at the end, you just seen that. World Star just posted it about an hour ago. Say he was performing on the 3rd. I think, yeah, he was in Arizona. So, OG, I told you when he come out, he's going back to work.
Oh, you said it. He got his ass out of Texas. But the thing about it, he in Arizona. How come he didn't take Freddie with him?
Well, I don't know if Freddie and him even hanging right now. He's posted all over his page, but he definitely was in Arizona. And I told you, what Yellow Beezy needs to do now that he's out is try and make we work, man. Make some money. He's gonna need some money.
Yes, he definitely gonna need money. But look, the money, all money's not good money, right? Now you out here, right? Some other blogs are posting that you're partying. He's not partying. See, they know he needs money, so they're getting him these club promoters, club owners. They're getting him to do walkthroughs and all that to make that appearance look like that. He's trying to run the numbers up the easiest way he can. Other niggas are doing interviews, right? He can't do no interviews, right? Y'all know that, right? Y'all need me to break that down why he can't do no interviews? I already know his attorneys advised him not to. They advised him not to. So he has a capital murder charge. So his best bet is to try to do these walkthroughs and go to these club appearances. But in a second, my personal opinion on this, did you ever see what I said? I think that's going to dry up. Because it's like, all right, right now it's kind of ill, right? If you think about it, it's ill because it's like, oh, he's got a murder for hire charge. They got him in the club partying and he's doing all this. In the second, like, what music does he really have? Is he still performing that song, Me, Baby? What song is he performing, right? What record does he have? Right? What record? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Right? Because you know how this game is. Next week, he won't be the headlines no more, man. Somebody else will be. Like, what does his catalog consist of, right? Like, yeah, we watch 50, right? We know 50 got a catalog, right? That's why he got that residency in Vegas and all that. What does this guy's catalog consist of? Huh? What does his catalog consist of? Right? Does the catalog consist of anything? We don't know that, right? What does the catalog consist of? You know? What does the catalog consist of? Right? Talk to me. What does the catalog consist of? This is that on me, baby. So how many times can he perform that, y'all? Let's be real, right? How many times? Yeah, how many clubs is gonna keep wanting them to come and sing that old song? That song is old now, right? Well, like I said, 50 does old song, but he has a catalog of albums, right? Good luck, man. Good luck. But like the OG said, boss talk, your homies is turning on you already, right? So I'm gonna get to that. What Trap Boy Freddie said about you. Trap Boy, your partner said you're broke, man. This is all alleged from the blogs. Your partner, Trap Boy, right? Trap Boy Freddie says you're broke. But this right here is gonna come back and really bite you on your ass. It already has, man. This right here, look, this right here got you. You know, look, this shit is still on the internet too. Look. They jumped up out the whip and got ran down.
Why you gotta come on my shit with this bullshit, man? Man, I'm trying to preach some all of these spirits. God, don't nigga heard of.
Damn. They, you know, this is evidence right here, man.
Oh, man. I'm finna go eat, man. This nigga trapped and fucked up my whole goddamn night, man. This shit crazy.
Man, that was years ago, man. That was years ago. You don't think they're gonna use that, man? Do y'all think they're gonna use that? Who's up in here listening, man? Y'all think they're gonna use that right there? That was his partner, Trap Boy. That was Trap Boy right there, man. Trap Boy, basically, look, he was just in court. Pay attention to this, right? And I want y'all to say that I'm snitching. Nah, I'm sitting here doing content, right? But he was just in court. Everything that Trap Boy said in that freestyle or the rap or the song that he said, then the courts just bring that up. They showed that. They showed that. The courts just showed that. It's crazy how they showed it, right? What he just rapped about, right? I heard that. Hold on, look. Let me play it one more time. Since they jumped up out the whip and he got ran down. That's what they just showed. Man, Trap Boy, man. Trap Boy, you working with them people, man? Now look, why Trap Boy's not working with them people? Why? Because he just came home from the feds, or he was in the feds for a year or two, or whatever. So he's not working with the feds. But when the bloggers come on here and talk about what he said and all that, you snitching. So what was he doing right there? What was he doing right there, man? Somebody come in here and talk to me, man. We're talking content today, man. We're talking content. What was he doing right there? What was Trap Boy just doing right there, man? Because we just watched this man go to court and get a bail reduction, and the state's DA, not the feds yet, the state's DA, basically said what Trap Boy said. But what they said that got this real spicy is that Yellow Beezy paid for it. He orchestrated this. Now he's out here trying to, make some money. God bless him, man. Because right now, the people, it seems like that was around you, not really around you no more, man. Right? Because like I said, your grandmother got up there and said that you couldn't make a $200,000 bond, right? Now you're out on the club. You probably, like I said, you get that $75,000 back quick. Especially if you keep doing these little appearances, these walkthroughs and stuff. You'll be all right. But you still gotta, you got an uphill battle. I know Boss Talk, he was kind of confident, think you're gonna beat. I don't think you're gonna beat nothing. I think your best bet is what you did. How you got that bail reduction. Because somebody else got arrested, right?
You know, you gonna all you niggas better just start telling respectfully, right? And I'm gonna get to rainwater, right? Rainwater is trying to put the squeeze on you, right? Rainwater took you to court for his money, right? Or yo, you Texas guys are different, man. Rain done took you to court to want to know where the money's coming from. So maybe you out there and look, I know this is another thing I want to put out, right? I watched somebody say, yo, he's gonna file bankruptcy. He's out here getting money now though, man. He's getting money, he's getting to the bag, right? He's getting to the bag. So how can he file bankruptcy? They're gonna be like, yo, look, see, guys be on here just they don't even. I think a lot of bloggers, right, especially with these type of blogs, y'all really don't try to think about your content. You just put it out. You sit around, you listen. A lot of times, some of y'all respectfully, like you hear me sipping on my water right now, right? You guys be on here, and I used to do it too, but I haven't had alcohol in 20 years and some change now. But a lot of times you guys sit on here, you get drunk, you get high, and then you try to be reporters. I'm gonna say that again. A lot of times you guys get on here, you get drunk, you get high, and then you try to be reporters. Last time I checked, when you watch the news, and look, I'm just calling it because I'm Shanewz. When you watch the news and you see these reporters on the field out there, they're not high. I'm not saying that they don't drink, they don't have private lives where they do things, but they're not high. They're doing their job. Afterwards, yeah, they might have a drink. But when they're reporting, and I had to learn this, right? And this is why I don't fuck with, like, going back to Gumbo's comment, this is why I don't rock with a lot of y'all, right? I remember people that I fuck with now was always telling me that. And I remember, like, guys just try to pull up on my shit. I used to be like, yo, bro, you're a bad look for what I got going on, man. You don't even look cool, right? These niggas be thinking they look cool, doing drugs and all that shit on live stream. No, bro, you look unprofessional. Not only do you look unprofessional, right? You think because Snoop, remember, I know Snoop used to do it all the time. You got Drink Champs. These guys are paid. Even Gillian Wallow, they get paid, man, to make dummies try to follow them and crash out. But Gillian Wallow will get in the bag. Drink Champ is getting the bag and all that. You niggas ain't getting no bag, man. You niggas is just crashing out. Literally crashing out for nothing, for free. Following these guys who are getting paid. They got sponsorships. They got things going on, right? All right, I'm gonna take a quick pause, right? I gotta, all this water I'm drinking got me ready to relieve myself, use the bathroom. So while I go run into the bathroom, what I'm gonna do is, right, we got content over here now, y'all. We're gonna get to some of this content, right, that we own, that we are producing. And I'm gonna use the bathroom, relieve myself in the bathroom. Cause you know, I'm home today, right? I took this cleanse. That's why you see me drinking that water. I like to do that when I have a couple days off. Flush the system real good. This shit is working already, man. I didn't even drink that much water, but it has ran through me. So Debbie, let Daffy hold it down. Hold it down, Daffy. Y'all soak on this right here. Soak on this. Let this soak into your.
What's the number one question people ask you about how to navigate creating a healthy relationship?
I get 2 questions about relationships almost every single client that comes in eventually. One of them is, should I stay in this relationship or is it time to peace out? And another one, why do I always seem to attract the wrong people?
What is the reason most people seem to attract the wrong partner? It's exciting in the first few weeks, but then old patterns kick in and it seems like they just keep repeating the same thing over and over.
What did all these people have in common is a good place to start, but I think it's also worth it to reflect on what am I contributing to this pattern that keeps happening over and over again. I don't want to say this all-encompassing statement that you are the problem, but you're probably not free from any kind of responsibility in whatever issues that are coming up for you.
Is this a bad idea?
It's a bad idea, right?
This is perfect.
Are you sure you're ready to buy a house, Mika?
We just want the best for you, honey.
I don't know anyone that owns a house. Are you sure? I got this. You got this. Trendsetter.
It doesn't just have to be boxing. It could be any game. But this is the Source Experience, the news. Shanewz, you do have options. Media marketing management, consulting services. But hey, what do I know? Got it.
The more money you make, the less black people you see. Right? Money brings you into a new category. You move to a different house in a different neighborhood, and you get different friends. Your money, people that come around you to help you make the money, and maintain your money and make more money. The complexion changes. You know what I mean?
I like.
That's what I love about like LeBron. You know, he got
Mav, and he got Randy, and he got Rich.
Yeah, yeah.
So he kept that group.
Yes.
Around him.
Yeah.
But unless you have that group, because like you say, the higher you climb, the less you're going to see, and you're like, okay, well, they don't treat me that way, so it's gone.
And it's divide and conquer. You know, at a certain point, they sit you down. Beyonce's father. All right, we got it from here. The Jacksons. All right, Joe.
We got it.
We got it from here. You sit back and go, what? Venus and Serena. We got them.
Mm-hmm.
But and if you want them to be successful, you have to kind of let it happen, and then they hit new heights, but you become a liability. You know what I mean? As the parent, well, where were you those nights in the rain when we were hitting balls?
Mm-hmm.
No, man.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: when you're on top of the world, and you still are. I mean, you live a great, like you say, you live a great life. You don't have any, you're not overly concerned about money. You have a family. You can still feed your family. You got grandkids. But when you're at that apex in the 90s, what was that like?
It was a pain in the ass.
Really?
Yeah. Like being famous is like being a beautiful woman on a period.
Okay, yeah, then you'd explain.
Nobody know the cramps and stuff that you feel. Yeah, they see the external beauty and they think you should be happy. And it's like, I'm bleeding.
Right.
Okay, you want to know? I'm bleeding.
That's how you do it.
We are a team, a scrappy anti-hero.
Oh my god.
That guy is so cool.
Oh, fancy.
Who is this old Santa?
The Red Guardian. This team can rise to glory. We are...
All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm going to do I'll do another, because I'm going to be at the crib today, man. I already know today, messing with this cleansing shit, there ain't going to be no day I'm going to be running around like that. Because you do not want to be out and about and damn it, use the bathroom on yourself. It's one of those days. That's why you take this, a couple days when you're off. That way, you could go back and forth to the bathroom. But I'm gonna do a live looking at the weigh-in. We have the fights, bunch of fights this weekend, right? Top rank card. I think the Zone got a card. Well, they're covering a card on the Zone. You also have, shout out to Free Ray Ricky Roth. Look, that's why when I look at him, right? This is a guy, he's a manager. He remember, he had Kid Austin. He has fighters, but he had Kid Austin. They've been blackballing him forever, too, in the game. He's been getting blackballed, right? They've been blackballing, but he's still out here. I think he got a show either tonight or tomorrow in Houston. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. He one of his fighters. I know the young boy, Queens Elmont. Yeah, I know him. We used to get some work with him. Well, Marley and the other guys. He signed with Rick Ross, so wish him the best too. But they're fighting as well. I think you have a Philadelphia card. I see Q Cologne. His fight got canceled. He was on that card down there in Philly. That happens a lot. Money. A lot of times these smaller cards, there be money issues. If you know, right? It's like with the bigger cards. Don't get it twisted. When you see big cards and a fighter pulls out of a card, and they be like it's an injury, with the bigger cards they say that, right? That's the cover up. It's an injury and shit like that. But a lot of times it be the money. It be the money, man. Yeah, it be the money. See, these are things that you learn in the game. You learn these things. Man. Well, let me get back over here to Trap. So apparently, do I follow Trap? Well, let me see if I follow him. I don't think I follow. I really don't follow a lot of these guys. Let me see if I can find him on social media. All right? Or I might just have to pull up this guy's. I don't really like to pull up the gossip blogger shits, man. Them motherfuckers just be gossiping, man. But I pull up Trap Boy's interview. He did, look, all these guys, they doing these interviews, and they don't even care. Right? They don't even care. They tell on themselves, right? They pop out. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll pull up the audio. I'm gonna pull up the audio. But Trap Boy did an interview with Cam Capone, and like, why? I don't get it, man. I do get it, man. A lot of these dudes that you see, and that's why I played that Damon Wayans clip, with the fame and all of that. They don't really have it like they portray it. They don't. Because when you have it like you portray it, right? This is the truth, man. You're not doing that interview, bro. You needed the money that bad, or the money was that good that you had to go on knowing that this is an open investigation right now. This is an open investigation. You had to go on. Like, I know these guys are reaching out with the bigger platforms that got the money to woo you guys in, but it's like, bro, it's the money. Especially if you're somebody who claims to have money and getting money. Is the money that good that you are willing
to sit down and be basically interrogated by a blogger. You're being interrogated by a blogger who maybe even working with the peoples, man. Maybe even working with the peoples. This is courtesy of the Cam Capone interview. 20 hours ago, this was released. Now I know a lot of y'all are like, "Oh, it's content." Yeah, but
I'm gonna get my grind on also, man. You know. Yeah. But I thought we would start from the beginning with you. You know what I'm saying? Get to know you. You know, I know you did a few interviews about growing up and everything, but I think a lot of my supporters are probably new to you.
now look, this is Cam Capone, right? Remember Cam Capone? These are the bigger bloggers. They got money to get these guys. Remember? Yeah, Jim. When Jim and Cam shit was going back and forth, he paid Jim. And you see what Jim said to him. Jim was like, "Yo, I'll give you the money back right now." Right? And this was like a I don't even want to call it a YouTube beef, right? Like he wants to fight Cam, right? But this was like more of an industry gimmick beef because Cam and Mace and Jim, I don't think nobody died, right? They didn't probably even fight. If they did, I know Jim got roughed up by Luca Brasi back in the day, shit like that. Like that's scuffles and shit like that, right? But this guy sitting down, his partner just charged for capital murder for hire. He wanted to do an interview. Like, come on, man. This is what I'm saying with the content. The dudes it's just content. I got paid. All right. But this is an open investigation still. And you're comfortable with sitting on this platform? Like, hopefully you got $1 million for this interview, but I doubt you did. Even $1 million ain't good enough, man. Because if you go to jail, but maybe that's what he's thinking. Now he might be going to jail too, so he's just trying to make as much money as he can before he goes to jail. We don't know what these guys are thinking.
Yeah, and then they probably like to get to know you on a deeper level. Right. I think everybody knows you're from Dallas, but what part of Dallas are you from? I'm from Oak Cliff. What was it like for you in Oak Cliff? Man, it's pretty much, like every other neighborhood, you got the good.
Now, when I look at it, I got to go back. I'm going to stop and go. We're going to stop and go, right? He looks high as hell. This is what I be talking about, right? He looks high as hell. Like, he's doing this interview. The only reason I'm bringing that up because we just heard Rainwater say that, he was blowing money on drugs and drinking. When you look at Trap Boy Freddy, he looks high as hell right now, man. In this interview, he looks like he's in the car. Matter of fact, look, I'll pull it up over here. I'm on what's in there, so y'all can see. And then I'll even do one better. I'm going to I'll do this too. I'll put the description. Oh, I spelled it wrong. God damn. Freddie. Cam. Damn, did it again. It's all one word. This is it right here. Oh, he got it clipped. I might mess with nah. But this is the interview right here. This is the full interview. Right? 20 minutes ago. But look at it. He's sitting in a car. Eyes is chinky. Right? He's high.
You got the bad, you got the ugly. But it was nice for me. I love it. What was your family life like growing up? Did you have brothers and sisters? Yeah, I got one brother and 3 sisters. I'm the youngest, you know what I'm saying? It was, you know how it is being the baby in the house, you know what I'm saying? So it was pretty much cool. They used to debo me and shit. Like brothers and sisters should, huh? Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Say you have a low credit score and you want a credit card that helps you rebuild credit. Where do you go? Credit card.
Cam Capone and Say Cheese are the Black TV and No Jump.
A lot of mixed emotions going on. What were some things that were rough for you? It's a lot of things that's kind of normal.
Let me stop it. That's how you see how Cam Capone rocks these guys to sleep, right? He's good at what he does too. Shout out to him, right? He gets these guys on, and you see how he's talking, making it seem like it's a good, cordial interview. He didn't go right into nothing yet, right? He's warming them up, what we like to call. He's asking him about his upbringing, and knowing damn well the real reason why he got you on is because you're a partner, and you're involved with it too, right? Because you guys are partner. You got the song, you did all these things. You have the prior issues with Mo 3. They got you with the chopper that time. Look, and this is all stuff that's out there. That's out there. Then it's alleged that he clapped you up. He did the song saying how he clapped you up. You didn't get in the car accident. You got shot up. And this guy's going to bring all of that up. He's going to, look, this is all he was really trying to do. This is why I don't understand why these guys are doing these interviews, man. Especially if you got money already. If you got money, right, and you a roller, how much money can they offer you? Right? I understand if you need money, right? If you need money, you got to do what you got to do. But if you have money already, and these guys all claim to be having big money, why right now, this is an open investigation. Why are you even out here talking right now? And he's going to talk about some of these things, like, when he was basically trying to say, like, when Mo 3 shot him, he ran to the internet and all that. He should have kept him in the street. What are you doing right now? But what do all of y'all have been doing and do? This is what y'all do, man. Shout out to the couple that's in here, man. Nobody commented yet, man. I hope my $20 I put up when I ran to the store earlier didn't scare y'all away. Comment, man. Feel free to comment, man. I just, threw the $20 up because I was, what's it? But I'm going to get to...
Growing up, no daddy, you know what I'm saying? Mama barely having jobs and shit, but it wasn't just too bad, you know what I'm saying? We mixed the good with the bad and it came out great. What was high school like for you?
See how he's rocking to sleep? Look, I'm just showing that. I'm a fast forward through the interview, right? It ain't just about that.
So you had to invest a lot of money from the beginning? Shit, yeah. I was paying for my whole shit and everybody around me shit.
All right. This is what I want to get to right here. We're going to bring it back.
I started rapping. I used to always rap and freestyle in the spot, but I started investing money in the rap probably like 2014. As you're rapping and you're progressing, are you putting music out at this time? Oh, yeah, for sure. We put music out the whole time. It was never a dull moment. Okay, and what were some rappers you looked up to and that you studied at the time? I mean, I never studied the rappers because I wasn't coming in here I wasn't looking at it like that. You know what I'm saying? I was coming in just to prove a point or to say the things that I thought the other trap rappers were lying about. But I used to listen to, you know what I'm saying, Gotti, Gucci, Boosie, you know what I'm saying, like that. Cash Money, you know what I'm saying? Well, I never wanted to be no rapper, so I wasn't tuned into no shit like that. So you never took it serious, even from the beginning, or? I took it serious when I started investing too much money, like 2018, 2017.
I'm going to stop it, man. See, Cam Capone setting them up right now, man. So I said, these guys get on here and they self-incriminate themselves. I want y'all to catch something. The feds, people are watching this. This man just sat up here right? No, be a rapper, homie. You don't want to be what you're trying to say you are. I don't know. Maybe you do. But you have an open investigation ongoing on you, your peoples, your man. And now you're sitting up here doing this interview, and Cam Capone knows that. And he's making you depict the picture of yourself. You're saying that you're not really a rapper, right? You're saying that you're a real nigga now, right? That the ones that's up in here, y'all following this right now? Am I cooking for y'all? That's what he just did to him right there. He basically told him to tell on yourself, like, say, yo, yeah, you rap, but you really do other things.
It was the ball was rolling, so I was like, I was all the way in on it.
Okay, and at one point you start making good money from music. Did you start taking it a little bit more serious at that time?
I mean, I always was making good money because, like, you know, when you rapping, you ain't doing nothing but selling swag. So people was always buying into my lifestyle because my lifestyle was already lit. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really hard for me to get the money out the rap. All I had to do was set a price. You know what I'm saying? And they was ready to pay. So that wasn't never like the big part. You know, so I was getting money the whole time, but it's about the money I put in that made me get serious.
Oh, okay. So you had to invest a lot of money from the beginning.
Shit, yeah. I was paying for my whole shit and everybody around me shit for the longest.
When did you start to meet everybody? You know, like the popular rappers that we know, Yellow Beezy,
there you go, look.
3 and everybody.
I mean, on down the line is how I met everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like through all this shit and shit. I knew Yellow from back in the day, and we met at the old stripper, hole in the wall clubs and no clip. Everybody else I met on through the rap.
Oh, so you knew Yellow Beezy for a while?
Yeah.
Before music?
Yeah. I mean, we already was doing music, but we wasn't, you know what I'm saying, on this type of shit that we on now, but yeah.
Yeah. I hear you, man. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to get him. Look.
There was a lot of controversy about you being in a car accident.
There you go.
See? You being shot. What was going on with all that?
I mean, that's really two different separate situations. You know what I'm saying? I got shot September 7th. I got in the car wreck in October. But, you know, nigga had fanned out, so he just jumped on the internet with a whole bunch of rah-rah shit.
Oh, okay. So you were in an accident.
Yo, see how Cam did him right there? He put him in the hot seat and he answered. Right? This is why me on the media side now, talking about somebody that does media, that works with fighters, and I would have told Trap Boy, this is how you can tell certain dudes, they doing these interviews and they don't have the right people around them, right? When you do interviews for big platforms like this, you go to Club Shay Shay or all these big $1 million worth of game, it is what it is. You have people and you be like, because they paying for the interviews, right? But your people should be like, all right, I'll do the interview. But these are some of the things that I will not answer. I don't want to be asked about this. You draw your line. Now, if they still want to interview you, you move forward. He should have had all that out. Like, yo, even though this is what the people tuning in for, that's why I said, how much money do these guys really have, right? Who's really around them advising them, right? If you already got bread and you're paid up, why are you putting yourself in this situation? Like that question right there that he just asked him is detrimental to a lot that's going on. And he answered it.
And, you know, Mo3 was just trying to make it something that it wasn't, I guess.
Yeah, he was just dry checking, but he wanted to tell the word I was shot. You know what I'm saying? That's all that was.
Most rappers, when they get shot, you know, they're in a rush to use it for publicity or, you know, to put it out there, but you didn't do none of that.
Nah, that's some post shit. That's some post shit. We don't do that. That's broke nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? We keep that shit under the dirt. So
That's where it can stay, you know what I'm saying?
Now look. You see what he said right there? That's why I played what he said earlier from the video. When he called Yellow Beezy. You keep it in the dirt. But you jumped on and implicated your homie. You implicated your homie. Right? You heard what he just said? Look, I'm in my bag today. Y'all watch this. I got all my stuff set up. Right? You heard what he just said, right? He said it. I did. Right? You heard what he said. Man, you just said that there. Well, look what you just said right here.
Controversy about you being in a car accident or you being shot. What was going on with all that? I mean, that's really two different separate situations. You know what I'm saying? I got shot September 7th. I got in a car wreck in October. But, you know, nigga that was fanned out, so he just jumped on the internet with a whole bunch of rah-rah shit. Oh, okay. So you say you were in an accident.
So you just did the same thing.
Trying to make it something that it wasn't, I guess.
He said he jumped on the internet. Damn, what does it sound like he just did right there, man? Somebody answer that, man. Somebody that's in here catching this source. He just said he jumped up on the internet.
Yeah, he was just dry jacking, but
dry jacking. That sound like what you just did.
Most rappers, when they get shot, you know, they're in a rush to use it for publicity or, you know, to put it out there. But you didn't do none of that. Nah, that's some post shit. That's some post shit. We don't do that. That's broke nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? We keep that shit under the dirt. So that's where it can stay. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about that.
You heard what he said? We just keep it under the dirt. Pay attention, man. I'm cooking right now. They keep it under the dirt. But you didn't do it right here. Man, he was fanned out. Man, but you keep it up under the dirt. Now you just did the police job right there.
And how did you keep it off the internet? It usually still leaks, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kept it off the internet for a while. I mean, basically, because where we was, it wasn't a bunch of camera-ass niggas right there, you know what I'm saying? So, they missed it, but beyond that, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know, everything you see on the internet is what people let you see, you know what I'm saying? So, it's not hard not to show you my leg, you know what I'm saying? That's not nothing. So, it wasn't hard, you know, you gotta play my part, pretty much.
Man, Trap Boys, man. Why are you doing these interviews?
Pretty much. Yeah. You know, man, you and Yellow Beezy and everybody, you guys are all, you know, coming from Dallas. Dallas is blowing up. You know, I think the big three rappers was you, or four rappers, you, Yellow Beezy, Go Yayo, Mo3, man. How did everything start to get messed up with everything? You know, that just take time. Time works up everything. You know what I'm saying? But give a little time, something wrong might happen. But in my eyes, you know, everybody just with their own people. You know what I'm saying? Their own self, and you know, shit, things happen. Yeah, I feel like, man, you guys had like you know, a big movement going on over there, man, and you know, to kind of see it, you know, kind of fall apart from a fan's perspective anyway. You know what I'm saying? It just sucked. You know, I would have liked to see you guys, you know, be more like a dream team, I guess. Yeah, we most definitely would have made a lot of money together, for sure. But sometimes shit just gotta happen like that. I think I seen you mention in an interview that like Mo3 was mad about you talking to Go Yayo or something. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. How did you feel when you heard about that? I didn't care about that. That's like good kid shit. How did you find out that he was mad at you? His partner told me. Okay. Can you talk about the song Six Figure a little bit? How did all that come together? All my partners, you know what I'm saying? 5 of my guys. And we went up. We went crazy in the city on some unity shit. Yeah, it was a dope song, man. Yeah, appreciate you. You know, was that your biggest song at the time? Yeah, most definitely. That was my biggest song. Okay, and was that everybody's biggest song at the time? I think so. You know, was Mo 3 supposed to be on that song? Never. Never was, okay. All right, and as you continue to make music, you know what I'm saying, you're getting bigger and bigger, man. What were some other big projects that came out at the time? Like my shit or somebody else's shit? Your shit. What were like some of your next big moves that you made? I mean, I just was just working, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't clocking it like that, but the songs that picked up the heavy traction was like my song called Trap Boy. I had a song called YNS, Six Fig, of course. I mean, it was a song called like 18 Bars, and I did like a segment with it.
Yeah, you see how he's doing them, right? This is why these interviews are dangerous, right? He now is trying to make it seem like you didn't really have no motion as a rapper, right? He's saying, like, what other big records did you have? What other big records? Right? What other big records? Right? Now you're not even letting him know. You're naming songs, but he's basically trying to say, what other monster hits? Did you have any monster hits? These interviews, man. I don't know why these guys be doing these shits, man. Especially when it's like I said, this is an open investigation right now, man. Why you on here? Cam Capone, man. Nasty work, man.
For like 3 times. It was a few of them though, but shit, they all just like piggyback each other, you know what I'm saying? And every time I dropped a new one, the next one went up type shit. So you just kept getting momentum, more and more every time? Yeah. Okay, that's what's up, man. What point did you meet Young Thug? I met him 2014. He was the first feature I got. Did you just hit him up? You sent him a message? Nah, it's basically like when you get money, you start rapping, everybody calling you about the money and money plays in. I had like 10 niggas try to text me for a Young Thug verse, and I just pulled up to the club where he was in and hollered at him myself.
Could we use your house to trial our 24-hour bathroom upgrade system? We're looking for homeowners with it.
And hollered at him myself, and that's how it went down. I mean, at that point, Thug was like... Nah, this was before Thug popped. Thug blew up like 6 months later. Oh, okay, so this is right before he blew up. Yeah, like he blew up literally 6 months later. He was already hot, you know what I'm saying? But it went stupid crazy 6 months later. Well, that was dope. You got to build that relationship with him early on. Yeah, that's my guy. I see you guys are still working together. Yeah, that's my guy. He wanted to really say it. Okay, yeah. You were independent for a long time. Yeah. But I believe a little while ago you signed a record label. Yeah. How'd all that come together? Shit, my buddy hit me up and connected some dots, you know what I'm saying? And we just went with the move. Okay, and you signed with 300? Yeah. Yeah. Did Young Thug have anything to do with that? You signed it with that? I'm pretty sure the shit that I have with him got something to do with it, you know what I'm saying? The things I had going with him for sure. You know what I'm saying? It always everything plays a part. Okay. You and Mo3 have a big history, man, you know? Yeah. I would have liked to see you guys work things out, man. But not too long ago, you put out a video. Yeah. On your Instagram of you guys face to face, where it looks like I think he went to your shop. Yeah. He came to talk to me as a friend though. He wasn't on no case. Okay, so you guys didn't have no problems at that time because it kind of looked like you guys were in each other's face. Nah, that's the day it smoked off. You know what I'm saying? That's the day it ignited. Okay. Was there any point where, you know what I'm saying, you guys were going to squash your issues or sit down and talk about it or anything? I mean, the issues were the issues, so I didn't want to talk about that anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, Them were personal problems that was going on.
Oh, okay. Now you were gonna sell the video.
Yeah.
Are you still selling it?
Oh yeah. Everything's always for sale.
Man, you hear this guy, man? Yeah, I was waiting for that, man. Yeah, this guy, man. Everything is always for sale. Man. That's why he did the interview, man. Everything is always for sale. I think as a content creator, I'm glad he did the interview because it gave him content. But if somebody that fucks with him, I would have been disappointed. Like, bro, why you? Come on, man. Your partner's already got a murder for hire. This guy's asking you all kind of. It's just bad, man. It's just bad. But you see what his motto is: everything is for sale. So when you have a model like that, you sell your soul. You sell your soul, right? You sell your soul. You may have already sold your soul already. Because everything is for sale. Everything is for sale. Man, this is going to get very, very nasty. And this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. Now, I may revisit all these videos that I'm doing. I'm not going to spend 2 and 3 hours. That's why I can always come back. But that was just part one. I did Rainwater, right? Then I do Rain and Say Cheese. Now this is Trap Boy part one. We do Trap Boy again. But this is all ties into Yellow Beezy, Mo 3, Earl Spence effect. Because remember, this guy walked Earl Spence out too, man. He walked Earl Spence out too. But Trap Boy Freddy said that Yellow Beezy's broke. Alleged, right? Trap Boy is supposed to be the man. He's the guy. That's what we got from this interview a little bit. The first part that I covered. He already said he was putting the money up. He was investing his own paper. Right? He was the money guy for music. These guys need to stop doing these interviews, man. Because the same way me and other bloggers are dissecting these interviews, you don't think that people's dissecting these interviews too? They the main ones. They get paid. Listen, they get paid really. That's their job to build up cases and investigations. That's what they're doing with these interviews. That's what they're doing with all this coverage and footage, right? Now, everybody gets mad at the bloggers, right? They get mad at the bloggers, myself and others, for speaking on this. Oh, you niggas is dry snitch, you niggas is ratting. But you don't get mad at the guys who do the actual interviews, and you don't get mad at the guys who gave the interviews. Why is that? That's my whole thing. Why is that, man? Why is that, man? Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed my sauce this morning. I put out enough content already. I'll be back on. I'm gonna try to do the weigh-in at 4:00, man. I did want to go record, but I think, right now I'm feeling good. But I know I'm gonna be using the bathroom throughout the day. I know it's gonna be one of those bathroom deals, but I'm feeling good right now. Hopefully y'all dug the sauce, right? I didn't even have my camera on. Damn it. I didn't realize that, man. I didn't have the camera on the whole time. Nobody said, well, there's a couple people in and out. I didn't have the camera on the whole time. Here I am. Damn. I did not realize I ain't had the camera on, man. But I'm right here, live in the flesh, working. Didn't realize I didn't have the camera on. But yes, this is the Sauce Experience, the news by Shanewz. Content is out all over the game right now. Stamped and certified. We're only getting bigger and better. What I'm going to do is I'm about to remix some of my other content now that I have. I want to drop some more music on some of the stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Be on the lookout for that. 4 o'clock, we'll come back on. We'll do a live looking at the weigh-ins out there in Vegas. So I want to see. You know, I really haven't been speaking too much. I'm just, you know, Sunday, maybe even Saturday night, I'm going to really go in. I got some stuff to speak about. I just, you know, I've been doing my thing, man. Doing my thing. But this is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz. You know, you do have options: media, marketing, management, consultant, agent. Serious inquiries only, man. Mr. 10%, man. I don't work for free. Never have, never will. You know, 10%, man. You know, come to the table correct, man. The catalog says it all. No jealous fan zone, man. But hey, what do I know? You know, you do have options. This is the Source. Yes, the Source Experience.
Nice. 1, 2. Bring her back to the castle. Back to the castle. Yep. Move around. Yep. 1, 2. Back to the castle. Yeah. Work. Bring her back up. You gotta bring your hands back up, though.
This is your boy Jamel Superfire Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Superfire, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.
You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up.
Shout out to Shanewz Blackballing.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumo-Helora. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.